its position in the draft, though, right? Like,
That's true.
do you even expect them to pick Camille and Fiora in the same draft? Right? Like, I think this is too premature of picking the Fiora. You could just go for something else like the Gragas. Make sure that you have it disengaged. Exactly, right? Like, but right now, it does look like that they want to prioritize their jungler, and that makes a lot of sense.
Yeah. I like the answer here coming in from JDG. This is one of the best counters for Evelynn. Pick up another assassin that has a great early game, which is a Kha'Zix, and that could potentially shut down the Evelynn as fast as you can. I mean, during the first part, during the first objectives, it's going to be hard for the Evelynn, but Xayah, yes, is open.
Xayah is just on a different level right now. Like, Bloodthirster as her first item has really unlocked her potential. She's super safe to play. Does have the Feather Storm, and that if in case that she gets prioritized, she gets targeted by the Hextech ultimatum, or maybe even a Kha'Zix, one ultimate can just save her life. Now, moving forward, this draft, how it went, right? Like, you already know that there's an Evelynn, there's a Fiora plus a Xayah on the other side. Like, you can just target down the supports and just make sure that there will be no counter engages to a potential all-in coming from the Camille. There's also a threat of this Shen, so I expect that to be banned soon enough.
Yeah, one of the things that is a disadvantage here for Trace Esports is, as you said, because they know where they're gonna go. This Xayah is not gonna go in the mid lane. There's not a potential for any more flexibility for the side of Trace Esports. That's why they, I'm really surprised about this one for their side. They banned the Galio, they banned the Ornn because they don't want, or at least they want to get the Gragas for themselves.
Yeah, Braum and Gragas are the two champions that we believe is going. Well, never mind, Alistar. So if you pick the Gragas, we pick the Braum.
Gonna be getting the Braum here for sure for the side of JDG. What else are they gonna pick in the mid lane? Vladimir is open.
Vladimir is an okay option, especially knowing that the Hextech ultimatum can just be denied with one perfectly placed Sanguine Pool.
Yeah.
But there's a Zoe available as well, right? Like, Zoe is also a good pick against the Vladimir just because of the amount of range advantage that the Zoe does have.
Yeah, one of the best counters right now, because there's no Anivia, there's no Azir or any other champions that could really easily counter a Vladimir, is range. And that is... Wait, what?
I mean, sure.
No.
Come on.
No.
We need some... Okay. Yeah. We saw a Kassadin get picked.
But
during day number 1, exactly, yeah. It kind of begs you to ask and question this pick. It was picked against Kali, but this time it's against Vladimir, so it's all about sustaining. And I want to talk about the mid laner of Trace Esports here, Corn. Everybody was a historic player from League of Legends PC. He was the first mid laner that played with Uzi in Worlds 20. I think it was Worlds 2013 or Worlds 2014 that I first saw Corn. He was originally from Starhorn Royal Club, transferred to Wild Rift, and is now here in Wild Rift League Asia.
Seeing him here gives back a lot of memories, right? Because honestly, for a lot of people that have been fans of League of Legends ever since, having Uzi together with a lot of every other teammates, and Corn is one of them, gives you a lot of deja vu from back in the days.
It also does improve the experience level of Trace Esports. Because if anything, that is one thing that I feel they are lacking in WRLA 1. Now that they have a very steady veteran here in the mid lane, that could help out with shot calling. That could just unlock the beast in the jungle.
Yeah. And I hope that is going to be the case here for them.
Yeah.
Right now, still going to be the same. I would love to see Weba perform with an Evelynn, because most of the time you see him with bruisers and try to carry the game.
I tell you, right? Like 0711 started a trend, and all the CN junglers, they followed suit.
You know what? What's funny is that I think everybody's saying we can do that better. Oh man, okay, sorry about that. At least I think everybody remembers the time that 0711 was using this, and it was great, especially during the start of the playoffs. But during the ending parts of our tournament. That was when everybody checkmated his Evelyn.
Yeah, like exhaust, being exhaust Alistar is one way to at least counter the Evelyn. And we have seen just a while back, there was also a team that was willing to play the Ashe. So that's also a good soft counter to the champion. But I believe it's more than that, right? Like in the current state of the meta, where AP items are just on a different level, also having a Magi Soul Stealer available in the game right now, there is a potential for you to just snowball the game out of control and be that primary assassin threat from minute number 1.
Yeah, and also backing that point of yours, that it's not awkward anymore for a lot of these AP champions to itemize. That's also one of the reasons why it was hard, because you need to buy a Void Staff third item most of the time, because most of the time bruisers are going to be building magic resist at that point in the game, which is why it was hard for the competitive seed.
Yeah, he's now close to level 5. Add to the fact that he can safely tower dive, right? Like, the last caress does have the target reset functionality. So I mean, Evelyn can take the aggro, and one last caress should save her life. So I really see lots of positives with the Evelyn as a pick. But make no mistake, here in competitive, there are still obvious counters to this champion. But you see it right now, like Weiba bullying Xiaoji.
What is that? The confidence on a 1v1, and because it's not level 5 too, Xiaoji has a disadvantage. They're fighting for a scuttler here in the top side of the map. They got it. Is able to get the pull. Lemon is going to be chased here by Lee Sao. Goes in with a hook shot. Damage is not enough yet. They just got a scuttler out of that.
And Lee Sao is actually... never mind. Weiba is just...
in? Okay.
He's bullying the new jungler from Trace Esports, welcoming the rookie. Hey, you know what? Welcome to the big leagues.
He's bullying a Kha'Zix as a Evelyn, and that is unheard of.
That happens whenever you have the full support of your team. I mean, you look at the support, they're already here. Attack is here. And also, looking at the top side, the state of the lane was definitely favoring the Fiora, and so that's the reason why they were extremely confident that if ever there's a skirmish, they will be first to act.
Yeah, and now the answer here coming in from the side of JDG is just to slow things down. We don't really need to commit into anything at this point, and maybe get some items before a fight ever breaks out. And we're still weighing to the point that we're gonna go to the dragon, but now Weiba confident in taking this fight, but now Explosive Cast pulled him back. That's a lot of damage with a Hemo Flag together with the Tides of Blood. Tack is gonna fall down, and that's a lot of HP being drained right here by Feibai, and Lisa is gonna be chased down. Flash is gonna be used. That's gonna be another flash coming in from Lemon, but on the backside, Weiba tried to dip the toes on Feibai, and now they're gonna be diving in. Lisa has nowhere to go except to his death, and Lemon perfectly assassinates them, and also tanking the tower.
Wait, Weiba?
Sees Lemon though.
Does he know?
He actually doesn't know! Weiba is gonna be running away with the last caress, flashing away, and Korn is just gonna help him out. What a great answer.
Yeah, surely they needed that. JDG, enough is enough, said Xiaoji, right? Like, you saw they engage with Explosive Cask, and it was very awkward because some of the champions did get pinned into the wall. But the really, the best thing that happened there was Doki being able to influence that team fight, right? Like, quickness into the grand entrance onto 3 members was just so beautiful that Trace Esports' chance begun to dwindle in an instant.
So good play coming in from the side of JDG. They just gave the opportunity from Trace Esports, and now they could have a really great position in this incoming fight. But again, first items for most of our teams. But I love the change that we have here. A lot of people have been prioritizing taking their boots before the first objective because of how buff they were during the last couple of patches.
True. It's one of the welcome changes that we have in the game, but in we are now entering the 5-minute territory of the game, and where the Rift Herald is being started. Looks like that we will have a 50-50.
Yeah, we're gonna try to go for the fight here, but look at the positioning here. It's a 4v4 still, and the start is not gonna happen. Was able to push back a lot of HP onto the back line, and that's gonna be stolen by Weiba. Still was able to get it, and now they're being chased down. Most of the members right here with Barry getting the damage with the lightning crash. He's not gonna be able to finish anybody else, but that is a good steal from Chase.
Good sidestep, and again, Weiba still is so good as a game. We'll be able to steal that away from JDG. JDG setting their sights over to the Ice Dragon, and this is Ice. Soul as well.
Yeah, and it's also a good answer coming in from JDG. Once they got the kill in Weiba, instantly, bot lane was able to just go there and try to secure the dragon for themselves.
Yeah, that's the immediate response, and Tracy Esports, again, with their jungler down, obviously, that will be a very easy pickup. Let's look into that replay again, and again, Doki was so influential in this team fight, like one quickness into the Grand Entrance, disabling Weiba, but what you cannot do is after that disable, he can just use his skill, combine it with a smite, and that's an easy execute.
What I like about that too was the explosive cast coming in from TAC. And that's why it was really awkward for JDG to even follow through with that. This tower in the mid lane is going to fall down. And that's going to give a lot of space for Trace.
Yeah, and they're gifting the gold over to Weiba. Classic Tracy's books.
Yeah, just put all the eggs in the Weiba basket and he would carry this game.
Yeah, ask him to carry, right? Like, at level 5, he's already bearing his fans. Imagine him being level 13 and being ahead.
Once he gets that level 3 last caress, man, that's gonna be really scary, especially for the backline here for the side of JDG. He can delete anybody that he wants.
Exactly. Like, he doesn't even need a charm to hit, right? Like, all he needs is just 1 second to delete one of the primary carries of JDG. Yeah. Unlike a Xayah that has a Feather Storm, Zeri does have nothing.
Yeah, it's gonna be hard here for them, but for the side of JDG, what they can do here is just to really get into the side lanes. What's really scary about this, though, is that they don't know that somebody is already hovering top side, but this tower is gonna fall.
Oh, easy takedown. JDG was able to equalize the tower here, Dash, and again, that's huge because they did not even have a Herald to begin with. The Herald was on the other side. But there's a cross-map answer.
Yeah.
There was some... the tower on the bot lane also got secured here by Trace Esports. Now, because there are no objectives in the map right now, this is where the Evelynn pick becomes more critical, right? How would he be able to find the necessary assassination or necessary help to his side laners to really boost their winning chances?
Yeah, a 2 for 1 tower is still really good for them with a 2k gold lead. And now, what they can do here, as you said, they could just wait for any stragglers on the other side for JDG to go really forward, and Weiba could easily assassinate them.
Yeah, but Doki's not leaving Barry by himself. Okay. You cannot. Yeah. Like, if you leave Barry by himself, have you ever seen a Barry get picked?
Yeah.
That's how it will feel, right?
Yeah. Could get picked by an Evelynn. And what's really great about this, though, Atalus, is that one of the reasons why Evelynn is very threatening is because of this fact. It's like there's a global presence coming in from the Evelynn anytime.
You don't know where she is in the map. Like, only if you plant vision in jungle camps.
Goes in for the quickness. They still have the Feather Storm, though. You can still run away.
Good.
Goes in, waiting for the Blade Caller, holds them down, and JDG wasn't able to follow through.
Yeah, the power of Feather Storm and also TAC being able to use the explosive cask so well. To help out without even needing to use the flash, I don't think, right? Did he even need to use the flash, Jude?
I think not. I mean, yeah, I think he did.
Oh, he did?
Use it to run away. But at least he was safe because there were 4 people. If he didn't use the
Feather Storm plus the flash,
yeah,
it could have been the end in an instant, surely. Oh, and also lost in all the mid-game shenanigans that we've been witnessing so far. Horn again on the Kassadin. There is always that level 13 Kassadin win condition for everybody. Rod of Ages. Again, items did have a specific stat boost in them, including Rod of Ages. It also does now possess a magic penetration, which is so cool to have.
That could really just put it easier for the Kassadin to not even
to be in the meta, right?
The voice staff is just such a not a great buffer for a lot of AP champions, and because of that, look at how freely they can itemize because it's been taken off.
Like, just imagine it, right? Your Rod of Ages does now have more damage to it. Exactly.
Yeah.
It's just a very good item to have. I won't be surprised if it starts to become a meta. Oh.
Yeah. Weibo chasing down Lemon. A lot of damage, half HP on the solo laner. It's gonna be easier for the other members here of Trace Esports to just secure this objective for themselves. Xiaoji onto the back line, was able to get the riposte, forces him back. And that's gonna be Korn taking them down. This is gonna be the chance. Trace Esports, Barry is making it work for themselves. Weibo and also Korn are the only members alive, and Barry is doing God's work for the side of JDG, and he was able to eliminate a lot. They're still not done. Weibo's still alive.
Yeah, jungler still alive means that there's still a threat for this to be taken down. A 3-man strong is Lemon, Feibai, and Barry.
Yeah, Vision though. They can go for a smite. Last caress.
No way!
Takes it in the end, but they got the ace. But that's still a bummer for JDG.
Yeah, I can't do that though against Weibo. You cannot disrespect the guy. They did not know that it was under Vision. And wisely, Weibo just sacrificed his life for the greater good and in getting the dragon, because it also stops the soul to happen. But we look into that replay once again. Weibo was so far from this fight, and it already ended before it even began. You look at the amount of damage that JDG was able to do to the backline. Weibo entering the fight super late allowed JDG to really win that clash. However, Weibo's heroics, you look at this play coming from Weibo, was just a delight to see.
Oh man, just seeing that, the last caress coming in from Weibo, because he has vision there. There's a ward there in the Dragon's Pit, and they still continued to try and take it, and that's why they got punished by Weibo.
Yeah, they did not know really that there was still a ward. And again, the power of the Evelynn, she can do that, right? Like she is that one champion that can use her ultimate to traverse over walls, and that's what she did. She gap closed, she pressed the smite button, no jungler in the no jungler alive for their opponent, and it was an easy smite.
Honestly, something that they really need right now, but we're still really close in this game. Because gold advantage is still not there, really small. It could still be anybody's game, and that's why right now what I'm really scared of though, Otolus, and I'm seeing the Vladimir with a 4-0 waiting for that.
Oh, okay. So on the other side, I was actually waiting for the Evelynn, another Evelynn pop-up. Exactly. You all know what's going to happen.
But while you're saying that, here comes Weibo almost eliminating Lemon away. Was able to run away.
The JDG focusing their strength into their Vladimir mid lane. Really unstoppable right now with 4 kills and no deaths. Meanwhile, Trace Esports, classic Trace Esports, having to ask Weibo to carry. And that's okay, right? Like that's the playstyle that we know Trace Esports is accustomed in playing.
That item they bought, Mo of Malmorches coming into the series just for them to have a safer time here. Really smart there. Now
we're talking about Barry.
The fight already. Mid lane, Barry. I mean, remember, during the fight a while ago, Barry really did so much.
True. And that he was definitely the reason why Weibo's late... Weibo being late to the party was the reason why they won that clash handily, right? So the amount of damage that Barry was dishing out was too much already at that point. And so now Trace Esports needs to acknowledge that as a fact, that they don't have the luxury of Weibo just circling and flanking all the way from wherever he was from to really join the fight.
I honestly think because of the fact that they picked up a Rakan here, that's one of the best picks whenever you have someone to protect against an Evelynn, because you just need to really, after you go in, you can just get close to your ADC again.
Exactly. Like that's I know for a fact that you know who are the most annoying to play against as an Evelynn, because I know for a fact that you play this champion a lot. And I agree with you on that. Right? Like Rakan is a very good defensive champion. Similar to Braum, the concept is the same. I'm going to stick
with here for the side of JDG. Remember, 3 items already onto the Zeri. And even with the Malmorches, the confidence that Barry has built just because of this one item is just so good.
It's already 15 minutes into the game, Dash.
Yeah.
You know what it is, right? It's a time for the Kassadin to just blow people up.
Yeah.
He's already level 13.
Barry's gonna be the first target, for sure.
I mean, like, this is when, you know, the Wild Rift game becomes a horror game, because marksman will definitely feel very vulnerable against all these assassins.
Oh man, they're starting. They have no vision
Sneaky?
in this part of the map. Doki was able to see and sneak in. Already had a lot of damage. A bit too late for the side of JDG, and that's enough. They got it in the end. That's going to be a knockup coming from Doki. That's going to be the follow-up for JDG. They're going to start the fight. They have one.
Hex ultimatum.
Juju is going to be damaged, and Juju is not going to survive for sure. But Trace Esports already dealt the damage.
The thing here is that they use the timing of the Mountain Dragon to secure the Baron for themselves,
smart.
and that is a very good shot call coming in from Trace Esports.
Yeah, Lemon fighting against the Zhao Grand Challenge, which used a lot of damage coming in. But Lemon is just going to be running away. A lot of members still alive. No more lightning crash for Barry. It's still going to be a hard fight. Look at the positioning coming into their side. Fade-By goes in for the fusion, following through, but it was not enough. Not so fast for Fade-By.
Yeah, well, I did not expect the Evelyn to be that fast. Surely, right? Like,
yeah,
maybe he needs some sort of slow in his mechanic just to get that assassination. If Weiba lost his life at that point, that could have been a very easy push for JDG, and it will definitely remove the impact of the Baron that Trace Esports was able to secure. Still though, yeah. It's a very even game, right? You have a Baron buff available for Trace Esports, but have they been able to use it? And I mean, only now, right? Like 1 tower for 1 Baron buff, you would be happy with that trade, JDG.
That is true. Trace Esports already happy with this objective coming into their side. They can take the tower in the top side if ever they want to, just because there's already one person at the top. Korn is already trying to take this down as fast as they could, and that's going to be a tower.
Exactly. And again, the newest thing that we have to consider in patch 4.4 is the dragon worth it? The third dragon, is it still worth it if you're not already sold, right? And that, I believe, is the reason why Trace Esports was able to sneak a Baron away from JDG, right? Like, that's something that we have to closely monitor as the season progresses. But 1750 is a timer for the Elder Dragon to spawn up, and there you go. Mr. Elder Dragon has joined the Rift.
I'm really afraid. If I'm Xiaoji, I'm gonna be afraid again. This is Weiba we're talking about. They can take the dragon if ever they want to, so going for a 50-50 is a big disadvantage.
Yeah, but the thing about Evelyn is you cannot show yourself, right? Oh, what?
Oh, Lemon is gonna fall down, and Trace Esports has advantage already on this fight, but Feiba is not gonna stop, forcing Weiba to use his ultimate. The last arrest was saved by Weiba, still survives, trying to deal some damage against this dragon, but that's not the best thing to go for. Backline, Barry, no more dashes, being chased by both of the assassins together with the Bruiser, but Korn is here, and that is not enough! Barry was able to survive, and this is gonna be the chance, this is gonna be the turnaround. Xiao is gonna be dealing damage, Weiba is forced to flash.
Oh, Juju
is making gas work here. A lot of low HPs for the side of JDG, but nobody died in the process.
How crazy team fight! It started with Barry surviving with 1 HP. The Elder Dragon is still being continued here by Trace Esports.
Weiba wants to end somebody's life as fast as they could. They used the last skirmish a while ago. It's not going to be easy. Already dealing damage to this dragon. It's still a 4v3.
Wait, 6k. Teleport.
It's going to be a start of the fight though. Tack. Left below.
That's it.
Grand Entrance is going to be used. Elder Drake is going to be taken by JDG here for sure. They're delaying. They thought that Weiba is here. He's not there. And that's going to be taken by them. JDG got the Elder Drake.
That's the mind games. I would say overthinking mind games, right? Like, oh, Barry though.
Barry almost falls down. Weiba a bit too greedy right there. But that was honestly a good try.
More of Malmortius, everybody. That's the impact of that item. Like for 2 times in a row, we saw Barry almost dead because of that item purchase. It was clear that JDG did have enough bullets and fire in them to win one team fight after another, and with this double trouble pickup, Baron plus Elder, I guess it's GG.
Baron and Elder, and this is gonna be the end of it. One more fight. Trace Esports, an Elder Dragon infused team, especially that they have a Zeri. This is gonna be hard. Once the chain lightning hits, wait, Juju used the Feather Storm.
For wave clear? I don't think so. I think it's a misstep.
Oh no, he backed away because of that.
But the thing here is, like JDG, do you really have to dive underneath the tower, right? I mean, you can just poke them down, especially with the burn available from the Elder Dragon, and with Faye by just doing this.
And considering that they don't have a lot of quick clear too, it's gonna be easier for JDG to just take this down. That's gonna be a tower down to their side, and they are just waiting for formalities here. And Trace Esports is gonna have a hard time defending this.
Yeah, exactly, and you look at JDG, they're really just wanting to push down this Nexus and destroy this game.
Oh, knock back to the backside, and they got the quickness on 4 members, and that's gonna end the life of Trace Esports. What a flashy way to end that game.
Barry, my good friend, Lemon got picked at one point, right? I just noticed Dash